Hi, and welcome to Speakers on Edge, where you get voices of vision sharing messages that matter. Today on the show, on our 15 Minutes of Fame, we have Ylva. She's a really special person to me. You'll find out why soon enough. Ylva, who are you?
Oh, I'm the Swedish tarot queen, but I live in Spain.
A Swedish tarot queen who lives in Spain.
Yes.
What on earth is that?
Yeah, because in Sweden I've written a lot of books of tarot. I've been working with tarot for over 50 years and have workshops and everything. But when I was going to be 60 years old, I decided to move to Spain. So I started a whole new life. Yeah. And yes.
Okay, sorry about that, but this
Okay.
is what happens when you're recording live.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a glitch. So you were saying you're living in Spain.
Yes.
You're the Swedish Tarot Queen. What is the Swedish Tarot Queen about?
Oh, it's about me doing a lot of tarot. I don't do so much reading anymore, but I like to educate people to start to use the cards and to see it in a deeper level. So it's not about finding a lovely blonde woman or a long, handsome man or getting millions on your bank account. It's about to get to know your spirit, to know the reason why you're here. You're here to just evolve your soul and to be spread love. It's very important. I think it's important to love yourself. I'm deeply in love with myself, head over heels. Because I am so happy that I have a life. I died last year. I have died many times this life, but I had a heart attack, and it really changed some of me going deeper into myself and to create more of my life. But I always been deep about tarot because I feel like it's the Akasha Chronicle, that you have everything written in the cards. You just have to learn to read them. And you can do that for the common daily life to see what will happen today, like a weather forecast, or you can just pick a card to get some guidance. So I think tarot it's a kind of speaking with your higher self, with your soul, to get yes, answers and guidance to everything you do. But it's important also to know that the card is not telling you what to do. You are the one that's making the decisions, but you can see, like, if we see it like a weather forecast. If it's going to be really cold outside in July and you don't believe it because you feel it's going to be sunny, and then you get out in your bathing suit and then it's freezing cold, snowing, that's not so great. But if you know that the weather is going to be like that, you can stay inside, you can get more clothes on yourself, or you can travel somewhere else. But the weather is still going to be at the spot, but you can handle it in a different way. So I just believe that tarot can be just a magical tool to just guide yourself. And I don't see anything, some people are afraid of tarot and things that I do, but I'm Catholic myself. I do believe in God very, very much. I speak with God every morning. And that is also one of my purposes, to blend it in. You can just take the spiritual things, the things that are not the religious people think so much about, and just put it to be a better person and to be a better person for everyone around you. I think that is really important.
How can people who have a very strong religious belief work with tarot? Because, you know, we hear that tarot is evil as far as the church is
Yeah.
concerned. How
That
do
is,
we handle that?
I think they are afraid, because if they didn't believe in it, they wouldn't be afraid, because then you see it's something. That is, it's just papers, but it's the symbolic, and symbolism has been a part of everyone's life for as long as you can remember, when they did the painting in the caves and everything. So we always try to put symbols and, looking in the stars and everything, because it's mirroring something that is inside yourself. So when you're afraid, it's just because you don't understand it. It's, some people I've seen you with a snake. Yeah. Yeah.
Now people are starting to hear the story about how you and I know each other.
Yeah. But people that are afraid of snakes is because they don't understand them, or maybe they have some
Yeah.
traumatic experience. But if you get to hold a snake and to understand what they are, then you're not afraid anymore. But I don't think tarot is for everyone, because for every life we live, we evolve with things we do. So when you're curious about tarot and other things, you get more interest in it, and then you can learn it. That's just a belief that I don't see anything wrong with tarot, but I do understand people that are religious, that they get afraid, because some people that read tarot are horrible. They just tell the wrong things, and they are after power to scare people, and that is not nice, because you have to use tarot as a guidance to be a better person. Yeah.
You made a really good point there, that there are some people that use it for bad.
Yeah.
But then, of course, in the churches, there are some people who do things in churches also for the bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all
And
about
in
power.
business,
Yeah.
they do
Yeah.
good and some do bad.
Yeah.
It's a contrast. So how, if somebody was watching today and they went, I'm curious, but I'm scared,
Yeah.
what's the first thing they should be doing?
Love themselves. Because you only have love and fear. And if you, it's like you had heard a tale about a wolf. You have a bad wolf and a good wolf. Which one do you feed? So if you feed the bad wolf, then you're going to get stuck. It's going to grow. But if you feed the good wolf, then it's going to be better everything. So every time when I get afraid of something, in my mind I go love, 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 just to get rid of the fear.
Love, love, love. That's good
Yeah.
advice.
3 times.
But what
Yeah.
got you to the point of doing tarot? What was your first introduction to the world of tarot?
I have the privilege to be grown up with 3 strong women, my grandmother, my mother, and my aunt, and we lived in the same house. And my grandmother, she holds seances on Sundays. And my mother, she saw little people, the trolls, like the good trolls.
Mhm.
And my aunt, she was doing the playing cards, reading and playing cards, and reading in coffee grounds. So I was born into this.
Wow.
So yeah, so when I was 10 years old, I started to look in the crystal ball, and I started to study astrology. So it's been a part of my life, yeah, for a long
So
time.
you don't know a life without tarot.
Yeah,
Really? I
sometimes I put
mean,
them
you,
away, but yeah, I feel it's like checking the weather. I want to have, I really like to have control over things, and I'm also very pragmatic. So I need the cards, or I don't need them, but I choose to use them to see how I will react, what will happen, how can I handle the weather around me. So,
and
but yeah.
and what's been the strangest adventure you've had with the tarot cards or with your journey so far?
Oh, there are so many. I can't just think of and no, but yeah, when we met in Ukraine, one of the big
Yes,
thing
that
was that I had this.
I'm
Yeah,
hinting at that so
yeah,
that people understand the snake comment earlier.
yeah, yeah. I was the year after you. I was competing in the program. I think it's called Extrasensia in Ukraine, and I had to do a private reading for Juliette Binoche. And that was
Mhm.
so great, great. It was really terrific. She's a lovely woman, and
Mhm.
that was not probably the most exciting thing. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I can't
it was.
tell you anything because it's private.
Oh, that's okay. We're not asking for anything about
No.
Juliet, that's for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah.
it was, what made you decide that Ukraine, being on Bitva Extrasensive or Battle of the Psychics,
Yeah. Oh, they invited
um,
me.
yeah.
And I
What
have
made you
this,
say yes? What made
yeah,
you say yes?
yes, because I have this strong feeling. Some people call it intuition, but when someone asks me for something, if I feel yes, I just go for it. So when I had said yes to the program, I had to think where is Ukraine? And I looked it up. I didn't know anything about it, but it was an experience that has shaped my life. I got friends like you, other friends, and it was such. It was really an adventure. Sometimes it was really tough also, but it made me grow as a person, and it also made me not ever question my abilities as a psychic. So that was a really good thing.
That was also the reason why I went on the show, because I didn't want to question myself anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
And it helped me really embrace my psychic abilities.
yeah,
And it was a huge adventure. It was a life-changing adventure now on
yeah,
so many levels.
yeah. And you was so nice, Jake, because we weren't supposed to speak with the other competitions or with people that has been before. So I know the production was really angry about this.
Oh.
But you were so nice. You took us out and you explained things, and that was really a comfort. So I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, what happened was I had been on in 2012, and then you were in 2013,
Yeah,
and there was a lot of the group there. I remember the other contestants meeting me at Globus, and we're at a cafe there, and then we're at this outdoor cafe, and one of my fans showed up,
yeah,
and I remember everyone was watching me whilst I'm discussing stuff with the fan, and it was it was surreal for me to have the next round of contestants in front of me,
yeah,
have a fan beside me oohing and ahhing over how wonderful I was on the show the last year and how that she's a huge fan. And I'm just trying to be a nice person.
yeah. Oh, Jake, you're not trying. You are a really nice person. You don't have to try anything.
Ah, yeah, but beside the point, beside that, it was a life changer for me. Now, you said that you now have absolutely no doubt whatsoever in yourself and you
Yeah,
love yourself.
yes. And my
For
mission is to
somebody,
help people to love themselves.
and that's my next question. How can people love themselves?
If you feel that you're grateful that you have a life, that you're alive, that you has chosen this life, and I think it's about trust or God or the universe, but just be grateful for everything. I think a lot of people don't see all the things that they have. They focus on everything that they don't have. But if you can, maybe even if you can't walk, you can sit on a chair, and maybe you don't see, but you can hear. But everyone has abilities, and when you find the trust in yourself, the trust in God or the universe, the gratefulness, then it's easy to love yourself. It's sometimes I don't like things that I'm doing, but I call it this my charming qualities when I do crazy things. But I can laugh at them. You need to really laugh at yourself when you're doing stupid things, and just remember that you're human, and in that you do a lot of mistakes, but we grow from these mistakes. So just embrace yourself and be grateful that you're alive. That's a good way to start to love yourself.
Gratitude and being grateful that you're alive.
Yeah.
That's a really big one for
Yeah.
everybody. Now, how can people find you?
Oh, they can find me on thetarot.academy.
on the tarot.academy. And
Yeah.
they'll also be able to find you because we're going to take your beautiful photo and we're going to pop you on our 15 Minutes of Fame page on our website. Then there'll be a button that links to your website as well. So they can find you on the speakersonedge.com website or on the tarot.academy page.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ylva,
Yes.
that's it for 15 Minutes of Fame.
Yeah,
You have been incredible. And I can't wait for us to catch up after
Yeah.
the show. So thank you so much for being here today. It's
Thank
so
you.
lovely to see you. And folks, that's it for 15 Minutes of Fame on Speakers on Edge. We will see you on the next episode. Bye.